Hey friends, hope you're all doing well. And if you're not, don't worry, because today I'm not just here to inspire you. I'm also going to share some ways to build mental strength. Honestly, the world doesn't have much mercy for the weak-hearted. If you're too emotional, people will use your weaknesses against you. If you overthink too much, the world will leave you behind. And if you're too soft, people will break you easily without any regrets. People will laugh at your dreams and take advantage of your silence. That's why, these days, being mentally strong is more important than money, looks, social media followers, or recognition. A weak mind breaks silently, but a strong mind quietly stands up and forges its own path. Mental strength doesn't mean you have to be loud or overly happy all the time. It means you respond to everything without letting emotions take control. Staying calm instead of panicking over small problems, thinking clearly in tough situations, and staying steady under stress. That's real mental strength. Unfortunately, many people today have a weak mindset. They get angry instantly, break down over small things, and constantly compare themselves with others. They keep seeking praise to feel better. But these habits need to change. If you've decided to change, I'll share 15 ways that will make your mind way stronger than most people's. Remember, strong people talk about new ideas, average people talk about events, and weak people criticize others. Now is not the time to be weak, but to show such calm strength that everyone's impressed. First, teach your mind that staying calm during stress is possible. Mental strength doesn't mean you never feel pain. It means you keep your peace even when the world feels like it's falling apart. In life, we all face stress. Financial pressure, exams, relationship struggles, and family problems at some point. When failure or career challenges hit, most people lose hope. They shout, cry, and take it out on others. But mentally strong people don't react right away. They pause, take a deep breath, think, and then make wise decisions. Reacting emotionally doesn't solve problems. It creates new ones. Think about it. If someone insults you in front of everyone, a weak person will respond angrily, but a strong person will stay calm and prove everything by succeeding. Your real strength is in a calm mind. If your emotions control you, you can't move toward success. Learn to control your anger, jealousy, fear, and anxiety. Practice this. When someone says something hurtful, don't react immediately. Take a deep breath, think, and spend 10 minutes quietly calming your mind. When you feel anger coming, ask yourself, will this matter 5 years from now? Strong people don't shout. They stay calm. That's their power. Second, learn to spend time alone and enjoy it. Most people are afraid to be alone. They always need to be with someone, on social media or surrounded by noise. But if you can't stay calm and peaceful alone for even 30 minutes, how will you handle bigger problems? Spending time with yourself means understanding who you really are, what you think, and why you feel the way you do. Being at peace alone means understanding your thoughts and being self-reliant. The strongest people aren't strong just because they have many friends. They feel complete even when they're alone. Alone. Being alone isn't loneliness, it's strength. This is the time to look inward and refresh your soul. Write down your thoughts every day. Take walks without music or headphones, and ask yourself some real, tough questions. Once you start spending time with yourself, you'll begin to understand your feelings and get mentally stronger. You won't be chasing approval or attention from others. Second thing, stop overthinking. Learn to let things go. Overthinking is the biggest enemy of mental strength. Getting worked up over small stuff for hours, guessing answers, or regretting mistakes again and again, all of this causes mental stress. Your mind is powerful, but if you don't control it, it can become your biggest enemy. Weak people keep reliving their past, thinking, if only I had done this. Or, why did I do that? Why did they do that? What if I fail? These thoughts neither change the past nor prepare you for the future. They just steal your peace, sleep, and confidence. So you don't have to waste energy on everything. If someone misunderstands you, explain it, and if they still don't get it, let it go. If you make a mistake, fix it, forgive yourself, and move on. Stop trying to predict the future. Live in the present. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need the courage to take the next step. Think about this. If you get a negative response in an interview, weak-minded people will think, maybe I said something wrong. Their confidence will be crushed. But strong-minded people think, maybe I wasn't right, but I'll improve and try again. One negative answer doesn't decide your whole life. Yes, it hurts, but dwelling on it won't help. Whenever your mind spins useless stories, say to yourself, this isn't helpful. I'll focus my energy on what I can control. Overthinking is a habit, but staying calm is also a habit. You get to choose which habit to follow. Next, don't chase after people. Pay attention to your self-respect. These days, people get so caught up in pretending that all they want is to be noticed. Likes, followers, compliments, they've become a need. When they don't get them, they feel small and worthless. But real mental strength comes when you stop thinking, are people watching me? And start asking, am I proud of who I'm becoming? Weak people want attention from others. Strong people pay attention to themselves. Focus on your goals. One question. Why do you keep showing off moments of your life online? Why does it hurt when no one notices your new look or changes? Why do you seek approval from people who don't even care? This means somewhere deep down, you're still craving outside praise. But true confidence is quiet and steady. Like a lion doesn't need to announce itself. People just respect it. You don't need thousands of opinions. You want someone to praise you, sure. But the real truth is, when no one is watching, you have to appreciate yourself. Think about someone who goes to the gym only to show off, but doesn't put in the real work, still expecting praise. When no one's watching, they feel empty. That's not real strength. That's praise addiction. Compare that to someone who quietly puts in the work every day and gets results. No drama, no flashy stuff, just steady hard work. After a few months, you'll start to see the difference. Not for others, but for yourself. That's real courage. Quietly make your plan. Prove yourself through your work. Don't work to impress strangers. Work to motivate yourself for your future. Enjoy it, even if no one claps. Praise is temporary, but self-respect lasts. Point 5. Embrace discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Honestly, people who always take the easy way never get mentally strong. A comfy life, an easy job, cozy excuses, none of that gives you lasting strength. Every time you choose the easy route, you stop yourself from growing. Avoiding hardships means choosing weakness. The strongest people aren't just physically tough, they're strong in their minds too. They faced pain, failure, loneliness, and shame, and kept going. Real growth happens when you step onto unknown and challenging paths. For example, fear of public speaking. Your hands shake, your voice breaks, and you freeze. If you keep running from that fear, it only grows, and your weakness gets worse. Change now. Step forward and be brave enough to speak. Even if your hands shake or you mess up, keep trying. The fear will slowly fade, and your confidence will grow. That's where strength comes from. Choose self-control even when your muscles burn at the gym or waking up at 5 a.m. feels impossible. Get up even after failing. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your coach. It shows you the way to become stronger and unbeatable. Most people never get mentally strong because they always pick the easy option. Comfort gives short-term happiness, but challenges build lasting strength. Want mental toughness? Choose hard, scary things and make it a habit to do uncomfortable stuff every day. Point 6. Be patient. Success doesn't come overnight. These days, everyone wants everything instantly: love, money, respect. But quick wins don't last. Lasting success takes time. Mental strength isn't built in a week. It's the result of steady effort and practice, not a 5-minute video tip. When nobody praises you, no one notices, and nothing seems to change, you still have to move forward. You want success. You want to be proud of yourself. So stop asking, why didn't it happen? Why haven't I reached there yet? Instead, ask, how can I be better today than yesterday? Am I working even when it's boring? Can I wait patiently for results? Think about a tree. Before it grows tall, its roots spread deep underground for years, out of sight, but what makes it strong? Now compare that to those who want fruit fast without roots. They break after one failure. Their heart breaks easily. They give up after rejection because they rushed everything. True mental strength builds slowly, no shortcuts. Be patient on your journey. You don't see results at the gym in 2 weeks, but your body is changing. Reading a book feels slow, but your mind is getting sharper. You're not an expert yet, but daily practice makes you better. Patience is real power. In a world that wants instant results, be the one who says, I don't care how long it takes. I won't stop until I'm at my best. Remember, the day you plant a seed, you don't get fruit that same day. Stop comparing yourself to others. You're not late, you're not behind. You're building something real. Real success takes time. 7th point, embrace discipline. Do the work that needs to be done, even if you don't feel like it. Motivation is just a small spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning steadily. Most people move forward only when they feel like it. They wait for the right energy and the perfect moment. But mental strength means doing the right thing even when your mind isn't ready. Don't depend on your mood. If you only work when it's easy, only show up when you feel like it, you'll never get far. Because life doesn't stop for your mood. Success doesn't depend on your excuses. Discipline means getting up in the morning even when you're tired, doing the tough or boring stuff, and finishing what you started, whether anyone's watching or not. Example: learning English. One person practices only when she feels like it. Sometimes she does, sometimes she stops. She disappears for weeks. She watches videos, gets inspired, but doesn't practice daily. Another person practices every day, even when tired, busy, or bored. She writes 5 sentences daily, speaks loudly, practices in front of the mirror. Now imagine who will be fluent and confident after 6 months. Motivation isn't necessary, discipline is. That's the power of consistency. You don't have to be the smartest or most talented. Just do the thing that refuses to quit. Ask yourself, can I work without praise? Will I practice even when everything feels boring? Will I improve even if no one supports me? That's where greatness comes from. Results are just rewards. Discipline is the path. You don't need motivation every day. What matters is becoming the person who moves forward no matter what. Starting today, tell yourself, even if I don't feel like it, I will do it. This isn't a choice. It's my responsibility. Discipline isn't punishment. It's an act of self-respect. 8th point, live in the present. Stop repeating the past and stop fearing the future. Mentally weak people make this mistake. Their body is in the present, but their mind is stuck in the past or scared of what's coming. They keep thinking, why did I do this? Why did they hurt me? What if I fail tomorrow? In these thoughts, the present moment slips away. But you can't change the past. You can't control the future. The only thing you have is right now. This is real life. Mentally strong people know this moment is all there is. They don't dwell on regrets or panic about the future. They focus, take deep breaths, and fully feel every experience. Have you ever stopped to enjoy your favorite food because your mind was somewhere else? Or not really listened when talking to someone you care about? That's what happens when we live in the past or future. It steals your life. Now think about it. Put your phone down, go outside, look at the sky, feel the air, listen to the birds, notice your breath, smile because you're truly alive, not just passing time. This is presence. This is power. This is peace. When your mind is fully in the present, you make better decisions, think deeply, and don't waste energy on things you can't change. Pain also becomes easier to handle because you face it moment by moment, not all at once. Don't carry years of worries at once. Train your mind to stay present. When you eat, focus only on the taste and experience. When you talk to someone, listen with your full attention. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present. It won't be easy at first, but with practice, it will become a habit. Remember, the present isn't just a tiny moment. It's where change is born, where strength grows and healing begins. So don't let your mind drift away. Don't give up. Keep bringing yourself back to this moment over and over again. That's what inner strength really looks like. Now let's talk about the 9th principle, stepping away from comparison. Don't measure your journey against someone else's. Everyone's story is different, and the time it takes to reach their goals is different too. One of the biggest habits that messes with our peace of mind is comparing ourselves to others. We see someone's achievement on social media and think their life must be so easy. We hear someone speak confidently and feel like we're not good enough. Sometimes, instead of inspiring us, others' success makes us feel bad about ourselves. But the truth is, their path isn't the same as yours. Just because they're seeing results now doesn't mean that's your right time. Everyone has different circumstances and opportunities. When you keep comparing, you start to undervalue your own journey. Slowly, your confidence takes a hit. Think of it like this. 2 people plant different seeds. One plant starts showing growth in a few weeks, while the other doesn't show anything above the ground for a long time. To outsiders, it looks like nothing's happening. People jump to the conclusion that the effort is wasted, but what's invisible is often the most important. Some plants focus on strengthening their roots first. Once their foundation is set, their growth suddenly takes off. Life is just like that. Maybe someone else is having more success right now, speaking better, earning more, or moving faster. But it could also be that your time is for preparation. When your skills are fully developed, your progress will be clear to everyone. So don't compare your early stages with someone else's achievements. Focus on your own hard work, growth, and direction. The right opportunities will come to you at the right time, if you're ready for them. Comparison is a trap that distracts you and stops you from appreciating what you've accomplished. Stay away from people or things that make you feel less than. Recognize your small wins and trust your own pace. Life isn't a race where everyone has to reach the finish line at the same time. You're neither too far behind nor too late. You're exactly where your next step forward can start. When you stop comparing, true growth begins. Now, the 10th principle, practicing gratitude. A grateful mind can stay balanced even in tough times. Many people think gratitude is just about saying thank you, but it's much deeper than that. It means being able to see something positive, even when things are hard. When life gets challenging, but you can still notice the good things in your life. That's when you truly understand gratitude. It acts like a mental shield. If all you focus on are the things you don't have, you'll always feel lack. But when you learn to see what you still do have, you'll feel steadiness and contentment. That mindset keeps you from breaking during hard times. Imagine two people facing the same problem. One only focuses on the loss and believes everything is ruined. The other accepts the pain, but also sees the skills, experience, and opportunities they still have to move forward. Their situations were the same, but their mindset was different. That difference changes their outcomes too. Gratitude doesn't make problems disappear, but it gives you the strength to fight through them. Start a new habit from today. When you wake up, first thing, remember 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be huge achievements. It's enough that you have a chance to learn, a healthy body, or a fresh start. Before going to bed, recall one good thing that happened during the day. Over time, your focus will shift from problems to possibilities. This shift forms the foundation of mental strength. Gratitude keeps you balanced and humble. Most importantly, it stops you from falling apart when life gets tough. Even if life takes a lot from you, as long as you have gratitude inside, you still have the strength to move forward. Now, the 11th principle. Learn to let go of what's beyond your control. Many people get exhausted because they want to change everything according to their wishes. They want to control others' opinions, people's behavior, outcomes, and future events. But that's impossible. When things don't go as they expect, they get disappointed. Mentally strong people understand something different. They know you can't control every situation, but you can control your reaction. External circumstances won't always go your way, but your attitude is in your hands. When you try to control everything, you waste energy fighting an unwinnable battle. Real strength lies in accepting what can't be changed and focusing on what can. Imagine you're in a rush to reach somewhere important, and traffic suddenly stops. You can get angry, restless, and keep checking the time. But will that clear the road? No. Staying calm, accepting the situation, and thinking about the next right step is smart. That's real mental strength. Will anger make the way open sooner? Absolutely not. Showing restlessness doesn't speed up time. If a situation is beyond your control, getting angry just wastes your energy. Now look at the same situation differently. Someone else stuck in the traffic stays calm. They accept it, inform the necessary people, and use the waiting time productively. Maybe learning something new or listening to something inspiring. The problem is the same for both, but the mindset is different, so the results differ too. Letting go of something doesn't mean it doesn't matter to you. It just means you know how to use your mental energy wisely. Always ask yourself, is this situation within my influence? Can I change anything about it? If the answer is no, don't let it take over your mind. Holding on to others' opinions, regrets over past decisions, delays, harsh words, or uncertain future, holding on to these will only weaken you. Your real job is to manage your thoughts, choices, and actions. Whenever you feel stressed, pause and ask yourself, is this in my hands? If not, let it go and channel your energy somewhere meaningful. Peace of mind doesn't come from having no problems. It comes when you stop holding on to every problem. The strongest person isn't the one who bends every situation to their will, but the one who keeps their balance amidst changing circumstances. Now, the 12th principle, the power of small positive steps. Everyone wants big change in life. Some want more confidence, some want success, some want to learn a new language, others want to be mentally stronger. But often, people make a mistake. They think achieving big results needs a big step. The truth is quite the opposite. It's the small, consistent efforts over a long time that bring about extraordinary change. People who move forward don't wait for the perfect moment. They just start small, right where they are. If you want to improve your body, start with tiny goals. Want to learn a new language? Memorize a few new words every day. Looking to build confidence? Do something a little challenging each day. Want a positive mindset? Write down one good thing daily. Need inner peace? Spend a few minutes alone just observing your thoughts. These steps might seem tiny, but they build strong habits, and habits shape your future. Most people try to make huge changes right from the start. They want to completely change their routine in a single day. At first, they're pumped up, but soon they get tired and give up. The reason is simple. Change isn't a sprint. It's a continuous journey. Mentally strong people value the process. They don't want instant results. They want to get a little better every day. That mindset keeps them going long term. Imagine your life is like a giant ship. Changing its course doesn't need a hard jerk. Just a small turn is enough. Start with small habits. Wake up a few minutes earlier. Flip a negative thought into a positive one. Spend less time on your phone. Drink more water. Rest on time. And show kindness every day. These might seem insignificant, but they lay the foundation for big changes down the road. Don't wait for some special date or the right moment. Start exactly where you are now. Remind yourself daily. Even if you don't see results today, your efforts aren't wasted. Every small step is a building block for the big achievements ahead. Mental strength is built the same way, slowly, steadily, and patiently. Now, the 13th principle, own your mistakes. Stop making excuses and start moving forward. People with a weak mindset blame others for their failures. They point fingers at situations, people, or bad luck. But real progress starts when you accept responsibility. Think about it. You keep blaming your boss, the system, or luck when things go wrong. Sure, sometimes life is against you and stuff happens beyond your control. But when you always blame someone else, that's what keeps you stuck. Your energy scatters, and your mind tells you, I'm helpless, and the world is against me. That's the root of mental weakness. Mentally strong people are different. They take full responsibility for their lives and think, yes, I made a mistake and that's on me. Yes, I failed, but I'll learn from it. Yes, there were challenges, but I still had options. When you take responsibility for your mistakes, things change. You stop complaining, start learning, and begin improving yourself. You stop being a victim of circumstances and become the author of your own story. Think about someone who failed an English exam. A weak person would say, the questions were tough. The teacher didn't explain well. I had too much going on. I'll probably fail again next time. A mentally strong person says, I didn't prepare enough. I didn't ask for help. I wasn't focused. This mindset makes them stronger after every failure, and gradually they stop making the same mistake. Failures aren't the enemy. Making excuses is. So accept your mistakes, analyze them, stop blaming, and start building. The more responsibility you take, the stronger you become inside. It's easy to blame others, but growing is hard. And only by growing can you truly change your life. The 14th principle: tackle the tough tasks first. Train your mind to work through discomfort. Every morning, start with the most challenging task. Why? Because your mind is clearest and strongest in the morning. Finishing tough work gives you confidence, clarity, and energy for the whole day. But most people avoid hard tasks. They think, I'll do it later. And that task just grows bigger in their mind. Anxiety increases, confidence drops. The whole day feels heavy because the most important task is still hanging over you. Make it simple. Whether it's study, making a tough call, working out, or finishing a project, your brain wants to do the easy stuff first, like scrolling social media or cleaning your desk. But you get up, take a deep breath, and do the hardest thing first. Even if it feels scary or uncomfortable, once it's done, you'll feel lighter, proud. You've handled your most important work up front. The easy path makes life harder. The tough path makes you stronger. Doing the hardest work first teaches your brain not to run from challenges. Life isn't always comfortable. Success isn't always easy. Growth isn't always fun. But those who get used to facing difficulties don't break. Make it a daily habit. Finish your hardest work first. Take small, brave steps. It will change how you think, live, and reach your goals. The 15th principle: cut out negativity. Protect your peace of mind. The question isn't, what should I add to my life? But what should I remove? Sometimes the mind isn't weak, it's just full of negativity. Negativity is toxic. People gossiping, complaining, criticizing, comparing, fear, social media noise, laziness, anger. You can meditate, read, watch videos, but if you go back to that negative environment, it won't help. Mental peace isn't a luxury, it's your life. Think of a plant that gets water and sunlight every day, but the soil is poisoned. Will it grow? No. The plant isn't weak, the environment is dangerous. Your mind is the same. You're not lazy or weak. You're just surrounded by energy-draining things. Slowly, learn to protect yourself. Keep distance from negative people, set boundaries, cut down screen time, stop complaining, focus on solutions. Your power grows when you remove what weakens you. Try this. Clean your room. Spend 24 hours without negativity, gossip, or complaints. Create a calm space. Think. Recharge. Block or mute people online who make you feel small or angry. Most importantly, make the inner voice your coach, not your critic. You don't need a perfect life. You need a clear mind. That starts by clearing out what's unnecessary. Remember, you don't have to be perfect or understand everything. Just have the courage to try. Little by little, step by step, the world may try to break you, but you keep growing. Stay calm, be kind, and keep building your strongest self. Be quiet, disciplined, and powerful. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe. We're getting stronger together. Take care of your mind, protect your peace. I believe in you. See you next time. Take care and keep moving forward.